Good evening, students. Namaste to all. Welcome back to our last day, final day, day 6. We'll be starting with the recap. All of you are ready? I can see the number is very less, but those who are here, can I get some responses? Yes. Yes, nice. We will first start the recap, then you will be having the quiz, and then we'll move ahead with the session. So the recap for the last 5 days. The first day, Monday, we started with welcome and introduction. And the faculty resource person, they were introducing before you, and also you were able to introduce yourself to know each other. And then we started the session. In our first session, we were discussing about basic human aspiration. Whatever we do, we all want to be happy. Not after completing the thing, every moment we want to be happy and prosperous, and we want to have that continuity also. So happiness and prosperity in continuity, that's our basic aspiration. And we also discussed the program to fulfill the basic aspiration. And we were discussing in the next session about the basic human aspiration, program for fulfillment of basic human aspiration. And we were able to see that right understanding in the self as the first priority, I will be able to ensure the right feelings within me. When I am having these right feelings, when I am interacting with other people, I will be able to share these right feelings. And this mutual interaction, it will lead to mutual happiness. So relationship, that is the second priority. Again, with right understanding as the first priority, when I am working with rest of the nature, I will be choosing only those physical facilities which are required for my life without exploiting the nature. I will try to enrich the nature. That way, it will lead to mutual prosperity. So, right understanding as the first priority, relationship as the second priority, and physical facility as the third priority. First, we need to understand the harmony in all four levels. That is what we are doing through this workshop. Understanding the harmony starting from the individual level, family level, societal level, nature, and existence. So, through the process of education, this understanding is happening through the process of education. Later, we need to experientially validate this in our living. So, for our living, we need the right skills also. So, here we are discussing about values and skills. So, the process, one moment. Yeah, the program for fulfilling this basic aspiration, the process also we explained, process of self-exploration. Whatever proposals we are placing here before you, first you need to verify on the basis of your natural acceptance, and later you need to experientially validate it. When you're validating the proposal, you can see that in your behavior with other human beings, the proposal you are applying in your life, it is leading to mutual happiness. And in your interaction with the work, when you are working with rest of the nature, you can see that it is leading to mutual prosperity. This way we will be able to develop right understanding. So developing this right understanding, that is what we all are aiming for. So which process is naturally acceptable to you? Earlier we were talking about, from our school days, we were having moral value classes, do's and don'ts, something imposing on you. And this one is somewhat like a proposal. Also, we discussed the difference between excitement and happiness. Whenever we are indulged in something, maybe you know many friends, they are most of the time they are with their mobile phones and all, watching TV and all the time playing video games. So indulged with some external activities, and they will be in excitement. Sometimes they will be in excitement, sometimes they will be having this feeling of depression, insufficient pleasure they are getting from this favorable sensation, then they may escape, they may do something for escaping from this depression, overeating, oversleeping, addiction. So all these things are there, they are indefinite. There are different, every time it will be changing. Sometimes you are in excitement, sometimes you are in depression. So what is our desired state? We want to be happy. Happiness is being in harmony. You are not going to an excitement, you are not going for any depression. Every time your conduct will be definite. We also discussed about prosperity. Prosperity is the feeling of having or producing more than required physical facility. We need physical facility for my living, but how much physical facility is required? I can know that from my right understanding. And for ensuring the availability of this physical facility, I need to ensure the right skills in me. So a prosperous person always will be having this feeling. So he will be able to share the things with others. On the other hand, a deprived person, he will be accumulating and exploiting the things. Hope you are able to see the difference. Prosperity, and it's not the quantity of wealth, it is a feeling of having more than enough. Then we discussed about the first level, fulfillment of aspirations at the individual level. There we were able to discuss this proposal on human being. Human being is a coexistence of two realities, self and body. Self is there, body is there. Needs of the self and body are different. Physical facility is the need of the body, whereas happiness, respect, care, guidance, all the feelings, they are the need of the self.
इंडिया में है दाल चावल.
Hello. Yeah, maybe someone by mistake. And if you want to fulfill your need of the body, we need physical facilities. They are made of physiochemical things. But on the other hand, fulfilling the need of the self, we can fulfill by right understanding and right feeling. So what we are able to see is both the needs have to be understood separately and both the needs have to be fulfilled separately. But what is the gross misunderstanding? Every time when we are seeing only ourselves as a body, we will try to fulfill the need of the self. Need of the self is happiness, respect, the feelings. We try to fulfill the need by accumulating more and more physical facilities. So every time we will be having a feeling of deprivation because we are trying to fulfill the continuous need with the limited requirement of physical facilities. So we won't be able to fulfill that through physical facilities. So we'll be accumulating more and more. And every time with this feeling of deprivation, you'll be having, I don't have enough, I have to acquire more. So we may caught up in this loop. So you can also check that. Are we have this kind of misunderstanding? We need to address the need of self and body separately. So when we are able to align our imagination in line with our natural acceptance, what I really want to be, that is my desired state, that's my intention, and my competence is what I am. So if I am able to align my imagination in line with natural acceptance, I will be able to remain in harmony. So we discussed the activities of the self also, the content of imagination. The sources of imagination, we discussed three things. Preconditioning, you may be having many beliefs, you heard from someone, and you may be having some imagination on the basis of sensation. If you are if your imagination is on the basis of preconditioning without knowing and on the basis of sensation, you will be enslaved. So every time we'll be having a feeling, we are stressed, we may be doing something, other person is our reference, accordingly, we will be in trouble. But on the other hand, if we are able to take the decisions on the basis of natural acceptance, we will be self-organized. So being in harmony when my contact is definite, when I am self-organized. So paying attention to, one moment. Paying attention to natural acceptance. Yeah, I heard some noise. Paying attention to natural acceptance, I'll be able to remain in harmony. So, if my complete content of imagination is guided by natural acceptance, I will be in harmony, right understanding in the self. Then, what I want to be and what I am, both are similar, both are same. So, I'll be in a state of happiness, I'll be in a state of harmony. This is what we are aspiring for. Then we discussed about health. So we know body is made of tissues, organs, uh, cells. So how can we maintain health in the body? We discussed about a program for keeping our body healthy. For staying healthy, we were able to identify the priorities also. We need to focus on intake and daily routine. Intake through all sense organs like the food we eat, the air, whatever intakes we are taking, and also the sunlight. Everything, every time we need to be careful about, and also the lifestyle, what time I need to sleep, what time I need to wake up, how much I need to take the exercise. So labor and exercise, and also the postures for regulating internal and external body organs. Sometimes we'll be in disharmony, our body may be sick, then you can think about taking the medicine. In some unfortunate conditions, we may need to depend on long-term medication, like you may have heard about this dialysis. Some maybe in case of accidents we may need to depend on some ventilators and all. Anyway, self need to take the responsibility for ensuring the health of the body. For we can think about the program also. So holistic perspective of health, we can think in three ways. Mental health, understanding the human being, understanding the need of the self, harmony in the self. So we'll be having a healthy self. Then physical health, health of the body, we can consider the health of the body if you are able to see, maintain, work according to the program of health. And conditions for mental and physical health, that is health in the environment. Then we can think about the environment, harmony in the family, society, nature, and existence. We can think about this healthy environment. Then we discussed about the next level, harmony in the family. So there we were discussing about fulfillment in relationship. We were able to see this feeling, trust, foundation value. When I'm able to see the natural acceptance of the other person is to make me happy and prosperous. When I'm feeling assured of the other, I'll be able to see the trust. I have the assurance that the other want to make me happy and prosperous. Both of us have the same intention. Both of us have the same natural acceptance. Doubting the intention of the other person, that's the problem. So trust on intention is starting point for mutual fulfillment in our development. Then we were able to see the difference between reaction and response. You decide your feeling on the basis of the behavior of the other. When someone is fighting with us, we'll be becoming angry. We will be doubting their intention. So other is our reference. We are enslaved and our conduct will be indefinite. But on the other hand, if you are able to see the reality, you decide your feeling on your own right, based on your own right understanding, you'll be having response. You don't need to worry about the external situations happening. You are self-organized and your conduct is definite. We also discussed about respect. Respect is right evaluation, purpose, program, potential. When I am able to evaluate the other on the basis of self, I am able to see that other is similar to me and we are complementary to each other. When I am able to ensure trust, I will be able to evaluate the other person. I'll be able to see rightly evaluate the other person. I'll be able to see the mutual complementarity between me and the other person. So this way, I'll be able to see the relatedness with the other person, that is affection. And we also discussed about excellence, reverence, gratitude. Excellence is understanding harmony and living in harmony, continuous happiness, the feeling towards someone is having a person, I am able to see that he has this understanding and he's able to remain in continuous happiness. I will be having a feeling towards that person, that is reverence for those who have achieved excellence. Then we also discussed about gratitude for those who have made effort for my excellence. And we are having assignment also on the same thing and a detailed discussion during the informal sharing session also. Then we discussed about love, complete feeling. Affection we can have towards one person, many people, but love, the feeling of being related to all. If I'm able to see that everyone is my relative, the feeling of being related to all, it is love. Love is the complete value. We started with trust. Trust is the foundation value, and love is the complete value. This was our discussion yesterday. Now I think we don't have time for sharing. We can directly go for the quiz. Yes, Bhaiya. Didi, maybe we'll have the quiz now.
Thank you, Deepa Didi.
Hope all of you are back after the quiz. We'll go with session 12, Understanding Role in Society. Shall we start the session? Are you ready? Can I wait for some response? Yes. So what do you mean by society? We'll have a quick reflection on that. What do you mean by society? Families living together. Here actually we can see three ideas about society. Families living together in a relationship of mutual fulfillment. They are having a common goal also. That is one idea. For example, you can take the case of a colony. Maybe 100 families, 200 families living together. All of them are in relationship. They used to support each other. They will be having a feeling, they will be having a common goal also. Can we call it as a society? Or we can think about the second option, people living together but not in relationship of mutual fulfillment. Different goals, differing goals. You just think about a marketplace, or you just think about a bus stand or a railway station. There we can see many people moving together, different directions. They're not having a common goal. They have different goals. Are we able to call it as a society? Or maybe you can think about the third option, people living separately in opposition or struggle, conflicting goals. This is somewhat like a boyfriend. Everyone is fighting each other, no common goal. So what you consider as the society, 1, 2 or 3? What is your feeling? You can respond through the chat box. Accordingly, we can move forward. What is your opinion about this? 1, 2 or 3? Raghav is saying 1, Sneha is saying 2. What about the others? Surya is saying 1, 1, 1, 3. Okay, we'll see that. If we are living together and we are living with a common goal, with a feeling of relationship, I'm able to see that everyone is related to me. I'll be having a feeling of relationship to everyone. Everyone, all the families, they are having a common goal, mutually fulfilling each other, supporting each other, that we can call as a society. And the second case, people living together, but not in relationship of mutual fulfillment. They are having different goals. It's just like a crowd. The same way what we see in maybe in a marketplace, maybe in a railway station, bus stand, we used to see crowd. And battlefield, the other thing, everyone is having different goals. They are in opposition, they are in struggle, conflicting goals. That's a battlefield. Anyway, we will explore harmony in society. how we'll be able to see harmony in society. The base of harmony in society is harmony in family, because different families living together. What do you think about this? Different families living together, they form a society. So we have a poll also. What is society and where are we today? Okay, you can respond. So base of harmony in society is harmony in family. And in a family comprised of different individuals, different human beings. So where we need to start? We need to see the harmony in the individual, and then we can go ahead. If in between any of you want to say anything, you can raise your hand. You want to say something related to harmony in the society? Yes, Rudrani has. Yeah, Kunal.
I guess harmony in the society means the peace and understanding between human beings living in the same area.
Okay, okay. So everyone is having a common goal means definitely you can expect this peace and yes, yes, we'll see that. Nice, Kunal. Yeah, anyone else? I had seen one hand raise. Yeah, Raghav also.
Yes, ma'am, I totally agree with that proposal that society is a system or the place where we all are interconnected
Mm-hmm.
and working in a relationship with a mutual well-being means we all want the continuous happiness in the society, even if we
Yes.
don't see directly that we all are interconnected. And a healthy society, according to me, is a one which is based on the foundation of trust, work with competence, and share with each other with care.
Okay, okay, nice. So you're able to see that common goal is there. Families living together in relationship. We can see that common goal also. Nice, nice. So we'll see that. So society, this is what we discussed. Society is composed of many families living together, making a collective effort for a common goal. Common goal with clarity, commitment, and collective effort for the common human goal. We can work for that common human goal also. A humane society is the result of collective effort for common human goal. If you are having that common human goal, we can work for the humane society. If you are not contributing towards the fulfillment of the common goal in the society, we won't be able to expect a humane society. So if we want to work for a humane society, we have to work for we need to contribute towards a common human goal. That means first we need to understand what is this common human goal. So we will explore goal of human being living in society, human goal, dimensions or systems required to achieve the human goal, and scope of the systems. So let us see one by one what is this common human goal, how we will be able to achieve this, and what about the dimensions or system, which are the dimensions or systems required for this, and we can also see the scope of the systems. Yes. Harmony in the society. We were discussing about families living together. They are having a common goal. We are now exploring what is this common human goal. In every family, there will be different individuals. So where we need to start? Right understanding and right feeling in every individual. Are we able to see that? We can start from us, each one of us. We can start from the individual. If there is right understanding and right feeling in every individual, they will be able to see this happiness. Such individuals together, if they are there in a family, they will be able to see the continuity of happiness and prosperity in every family. So you can just imagine several such families, all of them are prosperous. All the individuals are having a feeling of happiness. Actually, it's the desired state. That is our goal. Such families are together there in a society. Will there be any problem in the society? Everyone is happy. Everyone is having a feeling of prosperity. Everyone is prosperous. So their trust is ensured between the individuals. Trust is ensured between the families. So fearlessness in the society. They will be able to see the relationship between the individuals. The same way, they will be able to see their coexistence with the nature and with all other units in the nature. Are we able to see this? So 4 things. What do you think about this? Are all 4 required, desirable, or we can leave something out? What do you think about this? You can respond. We need to start from individual, right understanding in every individual. Such individuals are there in a family, prosperity in every family. Such prosperous families living together, fearlessness in the society, coexistence in the nature. So what is your opinion about this? All 4 are required, or do we need something more, or we can leave something out? You can respond. If all 4 are required, what is your opinion? Yes, I can see all 4 are required. Kirtana is saying, Krish Gupta is saying all, Dipali is saying yes, Sneha is saying yes. What it means? Or all 4 are required. Yes. Anything missing? Do we want to add anything more? If all 4 are achieved, would anything else be required? Nice. All of you are able to see that all 4 are required. Nothing more is required. Everything is there because we are living in these 4 levels. Individual level, if I am able to see harmony. Family level, if I am able to see harmony. Society level, I am able to see harmony. And in nature and existence, I am able to see harmony. In all 4 levels, if I am able to see harmony, I can consider it as my common human goal for a humane society. Now we can think about this question. Are we working for all 4? Each of you can think about this. Are we working for all 4? In the family, in the society? No need to go to the family. You just think about yourself. Are you working in your individual level for developing right understanding and right feeling? What about the role of education here? Yeah, we have another poll. Are all 4 goals required? Yes. In between, I can take some reflection. Actually, we were not able to take the previous poll sharing also. No issue. We will just discuss about this. And if you want to say anything about this, what do you think about the common human goal? Or you can respond about the third question. If you think that we need all 4, then what about our role? Are we working for all 4? Rudrani, want to say something? Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah. Your mic is unmuted.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
I wanted to say that as it is asked in the third question, that if all the four of are achieved and if it is required or not. By my understanding, I think it is really. Hello, hello.
Yes, in between we lost your voice.
Now I'm audible
Now
clearly.
you're audible. Now you're audible.
I think that the all four of things are really important for achieving the human goal, common human goal. Because if there is no right understanding or right feeling of the goal or right understanding in every individual, then how will that individual know the importance of that goal? And
Mm-hmm.
if there is no prosperity in the family, there is no competence in the family itself, then how will the society be a good society? And if only one family does not have prosperity correctly, then the whole society would be considered that it is not prosperous. And if the society is fearless, and if it has trust, if the families in the society have trust on each other, then they can achieve anything that they want. And if the person or if the people who are in the society are living with in coexistent with nature, or even living with coexistent with each other, then it makes the fulfilling of the goal quite simple,
Very
and it
nice.
also helps in fulfilling the goal and achieving the goal.
Nice, Rudrani. Nice reflection. You were able to explain all the four levels. Very nice, very nice. Now, all of us can, yeah, we have the poll result also. Almost all of you, 96%, able to see that we need all four goals. Now, Rudrani was able to explain it very well. Nice. So, we can go to this third question. Are we working for all four in the family, in the society? Even in our individual level, what do you think about this? Are we working for that now? Sneha is saying, no, ma'am, we are not working now. But we are very sure that we need to work for that. Is it? Sachin is saying yes. Anand is also saying yes. We need to work. But now, what is the present situation? Are we working for that? If you are able to see that, we have to work, but present situation is different. Let us think about the present situation. What would be the sequence and priority of effort of these goals? Before going to that present situation, we can also think about the sequence and priority of our effort. From where we need to start? Can I get some responses? Where we need to start? If you are able to see all four are required, where we need to start? Anukriti is writing, we need to work, but we are not working right now. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, you all, yeah. Raghav is saying individual level with right understanding. Sneha is also saying right understanding. Kunal is saying one. Kaviraja is also saying right understanding. Nice. So we can start from the individual level. Let us start from the individual level. That's what we all are doing now. Developing right understanding in each one of us. So if I am able to see this right understanding and right feeling in me, if there are family with different individuals having right understanding and right feeling, they will be able to ensure this happiness and prosperity within them. So such individuals are there in a family. Family will be having this feeling of prosperity. So you just think the next level can be such individuals can make family, prosperous families. So in a society, there are different families. All of them are having, all the families are comprised of different individuals with this feeling of right understanding. Such families living together, so there won't be any fear. There won't be any, no one is accumulating the thing because everyone is having a feeling of prosperity. I have more than enough. I don't need to accumulate. I can share with others. So you just think about such a colony. Everyone want to share the things with others. Everyone is having a feeling, I have more than enough. So there won't be any fear. Usually when there will be fear, when we think the other person want to take something from me. Yesterday also we heard one example when we were discussing about ragging. I think it was Raghav. He was saying that why the seniors are ragging the juniors, because there is a fear. There also you can see lack of self-confidence because they are lacking something. But if you have this feeling of prosperity, there won't be any fear, fearlessness in the society. So the next step, from individual to family, then from it lead to society. So such society, there will be different families and different individuals. Everyone is able to see the relationship with each other and also with the other units in the nature. If they are able to see the relationship with other units in the nature, they will be able to see this coexistence. They try to fulfill this mutual development, mutual fulfillment. Then there won't be any exploitation in the nature. Are we able to see this? Are we able to see the priority order? But what is the current stage? Where are we now? Are we making the effort for such a common human goal? What is our current situation? Common human goal, we need to ensure right understanding and right feeling in every individual, prosperity in every family, fearlessness in the society, coexistence, mutual enrichment in the nature. This is what we consider as common human goal for a humane society. But what is the current system? We are just managing with the current system. When we take the individual level, no happiness, because we just now in the recap session we were discussing about the gross misunderstanding. I'm not able to see myself as self and body. I'm only able to see myself as a body. So I just try to accumulate the things for my happiness. So I won't be having this feeling of prosperity. Every time accumulating more and more. With this assumption, money is everything. I need more and more physical facilities. I will be associating my happiness with physical facilities. This we can see in most of the individuals. Instead of health and happiness, there will be illness and unhappiness. If you look around, are we able to see it in among most of the individuals? Same thing will happen in the family also. Without having this feeling of prosperity, every time they feel deprived, they try to accumulate more and more. So what is the result? More consumption, trying to get more and more profit, associating happiness with sensual pleasure. So indulging in all these things. So the result is obsession for consumption, obsession for profit, obsession for sensual pleasure. So what will be there in the society in that case? Individuals have different assumptions. Families are not prosperous. They have a feeling to accumulate more and more. Everyone try to dominate. Everyone try to exploit. They are not able to see the feeling of trust. They start doubting the intention of the other. So trust is missing. Result is fear. Instead of fearlessness, fear in the society. So what will happen? Every time I try to safeguard my things, every time I try to extend my territory, this is what is happening between the nations. Even the same thing we can see happening between neighbors. Everyone is under tension. Everyone is under fear. So the result is terrorism and war. No one is having a feeling of prosperity. They are not having this feeling of enough. At least they are not having the feeling of not in enough things with them, physical facility. They are not able to see the requirement of physical facility. Every time they think that physical facility requirement is unlimited. So what will happen? Mastery and exploitation over nature. So exploiting the nature. So what will be the result? They are not able to see the coexistence with the nature. No relationship with other units in the nature. So the result is resource depletion and pollution. Are we able to see this around us? Is that the current stage? What is your opinion about this?
Excuse me, Deepa Didi, you can just check the time also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yes.
Yeah, please.
Yes. So we are
Yeah,
just
Deepa ji, we have less than half an hour left.
okay.
We have
Okay,
a
Bhaiya.
whole new other session to cover.
Yes, I'll move forward, Bhaiya. Yes. So we are just managing the system. So what is the result because of this? So this was what we were discussing. The first priority is on right understanding. Then the second thing, prosperity in every family, fearlessness in society, coexistence in nature and existence. So what are the systems? How can we develop right understanding in every individual? Through education and sanskar. You can just think about the current education. How many courses are there teaching us this right understanding and right feeling? This is what we discussed in the very first session. We need to think about holistic value-based education. So we need to focus on the system of education and sanskar. Then thinking about prosperity in the family, we need physical facilities. Physical facilities are required for keeping my body healthy with a feeling of self-regulation. I can keep my body healthy. For that, I need physical facilities. That way, it is connected to this prosperity, and also it is indirectly connected to the nature also, because we are taking the resources from the nature. Same way, when we think about production and work, this also is related with physical facility. So it is connected to prosperity and nature. When we think about justice and preservation, that's the fourth system. We can think about the relationship between people. I need to accept the relationship. I need to identify the relationship. I need to fulfill the relationship for the mutual fulfillment. That is related with justice. And also preservation. I can share with others. So that way it is connected with nature. And also exchange and storage, again related with physical facility, prosperity. So we won't be discussing everything in detail. We can just say about education. That's what we are aiming now. To develop right understanding of harmony at all levels of our being, from self to the entire existence. Individual, family, society, and nature. Then sanskar, it's the commitment, preparation, and practice of living in harmony. Preparation includes learning. Yeah, you can also respond to this poll. The education need to connect directly to human goal. What is your opinion about this? In between, I can explain this also. Sanskar is the commitment, preparation, and practice of living in harmony. Preparation includes learning the skills and technology for living in harmony at all levels, from self to the entire existence. So, what are the things we are aspiring from education? We all very well aware about the common graduate attributes. Holistic value-based education, we'll be able to get a holistic vision of our life. I'm able to see my relationship in all the levels, so that I'll be able to see my responsibility towards the others. So socially responsible behavior, that also can be the outcome. And also, if when I am able to see my coexistence with nature, I feel responsible towards the environment. So I can expect environmentally responsible work. And now if we see the society, we need ethical human contact. Holistic value-based education, we can develop this ethical human contact also. And the fifth one, having competence and capabilities for maintaining health and hygiene. We have a responsibility towards our body. If I'm able to differentiate the self and body separately, and if I'm able to see my responsibility, see the responsibility of the self towards the body, I will be having the competence for maintaining my health. With a feeling of relationship, I can have respect for excellence and gratitude for all. These are the common graduate attributes we expect as outcome from holistic value-based education. Now we can think about the specific graduate attributes. So usually we may have seen it in NBA course program outcomes, all these 12. We can associate with 6, 7, 10, and 12. 6 is individual and teamwork, included in common attributes, communication skills, ethics and equity, and lifelong learning. Anyway, in different stages of your education, maybe now itself, first year to fourth year, you will be coming across with different value-based courses. You can develop this through your education. So this is what we were discussing so far. Human goal, right understanding in every individual, prosperity in every family, fearlessness in society, coexistence in nature and existence. So we also discussed about the systems, 5 systems and dimensions for common human goal: education, health, education sanskar, health and self-regulation, production and work, justice and preservation, exchange and storage. In UHV 2, we will discuss these systems more detail. So what is the scope? When we are starting from individual to family, family cluster to village, village cluster to city, nation, world family, we can extend it. When we are working for this common human goal, we can also work towards a humane society. So what is the present situation? We all are just a part of this crowd or battlefield because we are under many assumptions. Money is everything, accumulation by any means, domination and exploitation, mastery and exploitation, fear is there, terrorism, war. We all are worried about resource depletion, pollution, because our focus is mainly on physical facility accumulation. So do we need this transformation? Transformation from inhuman consciousness to human consciousness. Inhuman society to human society. You can respond. What do you think? Is the transformation desirable? What is the role of education? Human education, personal transformation, and then leading to social transformation. You can respond to the poll also. Because of the time limitation, I won't be able to take any reflections. Let me come to the sum up. This is what we were discussing. A society is composed of families living together in a relationship of mutual fulfillment, making effort for right understanding and right feeling in every individual, prosperity in every family, fearlessness in society, coexistence, mutual fulfillment in nature and existence. Through the participation of every family in the society, in the 5 dimensions or social systems, the common human goal is fulfilled for all. Lack of effort towards human goal has led to problems at every level. With effort for human goal, these problems can be solved holistically. So what is my role? My role in society is to contribute some of my time and effort for human goal. Hope all of you are able to see this. So let me quickly take the assignment also, home assignment. You have to complete this. Look at your aspirations and map them to human goal. What do you conclude from this? You have a list of aspirations before you. You can take the list and just connect it with the human goal, what we have discussed now, and evaluate yourself on 6 common graduate attributes. Hope you remember the 6 graduate attributes we were discussing. You can do this exercise at every birthday and write down your progress year after year, because we all need to work for this humane society. If you are able to see the responsibility and your commitment towards this, you can take it as a long-term exercise and you can check yourself. And also you check your list of concerns. What is the root cause? Make a list of 5 things you can do to address the root cause. And the last one, during your time in your institution as a student, list 5 things you can contribute to the complement your institution in realizing this human goal. All of you can think about it and write, and you can give your reflections in the home assignment. Now let me stop here and we have one more session. We will take the reflections later during the bio break. Let me take the next session.